All right. Hey, you guys. I'm so excited you are here. Welcome to our team call, October 10th. So normally we have our team calls the first and third Tuesday of every month. This month's just different because we started the month with Isabel speaking last Wednesday. So it kind of threw things off, and then we're going to be out of town for fall break. So I wanted to make sure that we were not just having one team call this month, that we were able to touch base. And so we have tonight, it's the second Monday, or second Tuesday, so things are a little bit off, but whatever. So if you look at the pin post on the Fit Fighter Nation page, you'll see our calendar and see what's coming up. So really the only thing to think about and to know about next week's there's going to be a lot of energy coming from our UK launch. Our company is launching to the UK next week, and there's a big kickoff next Saturday. There's just going to be some amazing things happening. So just kind of stay up with that, and not that you have to have your hands in that launch or know a bunch of people in the UK, but it's just really exciting that our company just keeps expanding. So just some cool stuff going on. But all you need to know about is that for next week. And there's not a lot going on the calendar, again, because I know a lot of people are vacationing with fall break and things like that, and we are too. So we're going to be gone most of next week. Okay, but tonight I wanted to just jump right into what I wanted to share with you. There's a lot of incredible things in momentum that's happening on our team page. We have Clean Week that's launched. We have a new Coach Online office. There's all kinds of incredible things going on. So I just encourage you guys to listen to the National Wake Up Calls, to stay tuned to the Beachbody Champions Facebook page, to make sure that you are checking the Breaking Coach News in your Coach Online office, and you're getting into the new Coach Online office, and you're updating your profile, and you're setting up your new online office. So I want you to still focus on your goals and everything that you have, that you want to achieve and the lives you want to change this month. But there's just a few things like that are going on. I have to be honest, and I haven't even touched the new Coach Online office yet. I had David look at it last night. He's like, it's really cool. It's really awesome. And there's coaches asking questions, and I'm like, that's on my schedule for tomorrow. So it's not even something that I've even had a chance to touch, because I have my priorities that I have to meet every day, and, want to show up for the right people and put my energy in the right places. And, for me right now, I'm just not there. But tomorrow I'll be setting up my new profile in the Coach Online office. So I'm excited for you guys to jump in there and check that out. But it's very cool. Like, you need to do that. That is something you want to have on your to-do list this week, is to log into the Coach Online office and set that up, because it's actually so user-friendly. It's so pretty. It's so nice. And you can link your profile on Team Beachbody to your social media pages. Like, there's a lot of awesome stuff, that I want to make sure that you're taking advantage of. So, I think I shared on my PS page, if your upline hasn't shared info with you about the FAQ, about the new Coach Online office and things like that, definitely make sure you ask or whatnot, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so tonight I was really going to focus a lot on the vital behavior of adding and connecting and growing your network, but then it's going to be part of our call, but I'm going to actually take a step back a little bit, because we are in a really great place where we can set and assess our 3-month goals and business plan for our business. And so that's where I'm going to spend a majority of our time tonight. And I think that it's really important, no matter where you are right now on this journey as a coach, whether you're a brand new coach or whether you're an experienced coach. We have 3 months left of the year, and we have incredible programs and products to offer people right now. And we have a lot of you guys that have these huge goals that you're wanting to crush between now and the end of the year. And we have some of you that are like, yeah, I'm not really sure what my goals should be. So we have to wake up every day knowing why we're doing what we're doing, and having a focus and intention behind the work that we're doing. And so tonight, I really do hope that you end tonight's call and you're like, man, by January 1st, this is what I will have achieved in my business. That when you wake up tomorrow morning, you know what your focus is, and that you feel really confident and comfortable with goals and an action plan, and you know what the most critical step is, and moving forward in that. Okay, so that's my plan. Okay, and I hope that happens tonight. And at any point in time, you guys can you can unmute yourselves and ask questions or anything like that. But I'm going to share my screen. This is our calendar, by the way, so you can see our next team calls on the 24th. Okay. And we do have a Truth About Coaching webinar on the 25th. That was a really cool webinar that we did last month, but more to come about that. Okay. All right, so I am going to go into presentation mode here with you guys. I don't normally have slides. I know that you know this, and I used to back in the day, okay, but I haven't for a while. So let's see. Beth, I know you're on here. I can no longer see you now that I am sharing my screen. Can you unmute yourself and tell me if you can see my slide that says coming soon?
Yeah, baby, I see it.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Because right now I'm just talking to my slide. Okay, I can't see y'all. So anyway, okay, so I firmly feel that you have to have a map or a plan for your business. If you are one of the Diamonds and Star Diamonds, you're a part of a really prestigious group of coaches called the Rising Stars. This is your assignment for the week to make your plan, to map out the rest of the year and to share that with your team and help them do the same. So I think tonight I'm kind of doing some of your homework with you, alongside of you, but I'm doing this right now because I do think it's so incredibly important. My new coaches on here, I know we've kind of had these conversations where I've said, what's coming up next? I'm asking these questions to my coaches all the time. Okay, so what's your plan? What are you inviting to? What are you working on? That kind of thing. But I do think that a leader leads by example, that we show the way. And this is what my plan is for the next 3 months in my business. And I do think that your plan should be similar, with your own flair and your own touch and your own flavor and the little things added in. So I'm going to be leading a challenge group and either a clean week group or a little obsessed group, taking me into January. So this is what I'm doing. Okay. So I have my October Fit Girls that are going on right now. I'm also going to be leading a clean week group October 30th to November 5th. That's just because that's late for clean week in my opinion, but that just matches with my travel schedule. Notice off to the side in the purple, my clean week group as well as my challenge group has a focus on personal growth and self-care. And that's something that we just started. We're in day 2 of my October Fit Girls. That's going to be coming in. And that is also going to be part of my clean week group. They are going to be checking in on their self-care every day, as well as their workouts and their nutrition. Because I do think that's a vital part of what brings us so much success on this journey along the way, is our own personal growth and self-care. Okay. In November, I want you to notice that I changed the name of my challenge group. Erica inspired me. And she was like, I'm just calling it one thing. And I was like, praise the Lord, we have one name for our challenge groups. I'm following your lead on this one. And she's been calling it her Fit Girls Club. And I'm like, I'm calling it Fit Girls Club. And then I was motivated and inspired by, Morgan Rieger's National Wake Up Call, where she said, I actually call my challenge groups a part of what my team name is. And I can't remember what her team name was. And I was like, brilliant. Because we want people to join us on the journey, whether they're going to be a challenger or a coach. And a lot of us, and I didn't have a team name for the longest time, you guys. So don't be pressured. You can use my name or whatever, a generic name like the Fit Girls Club, okay? But I'm like, it's true. My challengers become the best coaches. So why am I not just constantly inviting people to be part of the Fit Fighters, right? Fit Fighter Nation is the team. But how about the Fit Fighters are my challengers? And so I'm kind of rebranding and renaming things in November. And so my challenge group will be called the November Fit Fighters. And then if you want to take it to the next step, and you can become part of the Fit Fighter Nation and become a coach. So it just was bam, made so much sense to me. So I'm going to be changing the name of that. Some coaches have awesome names for their challenge groups that are thematic every single month. And they call it I don't know what we used to call it, what Erica, you call it, drop a turkey, right? In November, or I don't know, Santa baby, or I don't know, some fun names that we've had for challenge groups based on the month or what was going on, or I don't know, something about skinny jeans. I've called them all kinds of different things, and you guys do too. So whatever works for you, call it whatever you want. But I'm going to do another clean week group in November. My focus though in November, because we are launching Double Time, is I'm going to focus on health in the home, and I'm going to give all of my participants a challenge, a family double time challenge, to do a double time workout 2 or 3 days a week with your family. So I personally am not going to take on the program of double time. I think some people are, but I also have to make this work for me as well. So I am going to be bringing in double time into my life and into our family and into my challenge groups, but it's going to be like a challenge. It's going to be additional optional challenge where David and I, or me and Tyler, or me and Avery, are going to be doing a double time workout 2 to 3 days a week. And so that will allow me to really continue to focus on our vision that we have, that we're speaking about, with you guys on the team, but also within our own personal business of bringing health into the home. Okay. And then in December, I'll have the December Fit Fighters. That's only going to be a 3-week group because I'm going to be focusing on doing the 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme as we prepare to do the 80-day obsession with Autumn Calabrese that launches on January the 15th. And then I'm going to do 1 week of a Little Obsessed. So we'll have a Little Obsessed Fit Fighters for 1 week starting December 26th, the day after Christmas. So, and now our focus in the month of December will be on gratitude and self-care. So, for me, this feels awesome to have a plan. And I really do feel like that people come to us and are attracted to us because we have a plan. When it comes to something that people are like, I have no plan, like show me the way, right? And so I think it's really awesome. Like I know that this is going to help my challengers, my coaches, give them direction. It's going to help my challengers say, okay, cool. This is what we're doing next month. Okay. And this is what we're doing the next month. It's showing that I'm always going to be here, that I'm this reliable, like professional when it comes to this business. And so I just love having this plan. So challenge number 1 to you guys is to sit down and do the same, is to look at your calendar and to put start dates to your challenge groups, and to know when you're going to do a clean week group or a Little Obsessed group, or you're going to do a free group. I know a lot of you guys are going to be doing free groups. So we need to know that plan going all throughout the year, because it just gives you so much momentum. It gives you clarity. It gives you a lot of structure. It gives you confidence in inviting and setting your goals too, because you can see the bigger picture and where you're going. But so can the people that you're working with, and so can your coaches, and they will take your lead and they will do the same thing. So I think this is critical that you do this, that you share it with your challengers, your clients, your coaches, or if you don't have any customers yet or coaches yet, you do this for yourself, because what it enables you to do is say, girl, it's okay. If October's not good for you because you're traveling for 2 weeks, I've got a new group starting on November 6th. Is that better timing for you? Do you want me to follow up with you when you guys come back from vacation? Like, boom, you just got the plan in place, and it's so awesome to have that. So I want to challenge you guys to do the same thing. This is your business plan. It doesn't just happen by chance. It doesn't just fall into your lap. Like, we have $1 million business that we paid $140 for, $160 for, and we have to take intentional steps to make it a business, right? To make it something that people want to join us in. Okay, next. Okay, we've got our plan. Okay, and maybe these should have come first, okay? But your 3-month goals. I read a really awesome book last year that just rocked me to the core, and I know I shared it with a lot of you guys, and it was called The 12-Week Year. I'm looking at my shelf to see who the author was. I can't see the name of it right now, but it's called The 12-Week Year. And it's about planning your year out in these quarterly or 3-month increments of time. And we are ending the year with our final 12 weeks, our final 3 months. And so I've set my goals, and I really do want to challenge you guys to do the same. And I'm sharing mine with you, not because I want you to have the same goals or to set them in the same way. But again, I think a leader knows the way, shows the way, goes the way, and therefore paves the way. But I also want to raise the lid perhaps a little bit for you. I think you'll see that my goals seem realistic, but also to me, they're a push. I don't have them all lined out. I don't know how they're all going to happen. But I've got to set my bar, okay? And I've got to set some goals to reach towards, to guide my daily activity and to help me know where I need to put my time and energy. Okay. So for our team, I have a goal that our team is going to be a 4-time elite team and that we'll end the year at 12-star diamond. I have to let you know that this is going to be the biggest challenge ever to end the year at 4-time elite. I think that we have already achieved we've already done some things that have helped us make this happen. Okay. Alicia achieving diamond status, Alicia Bullock, if you don't know her, Stephanie Behringer achieving diamond status. Those helped our team check off one of those huge benchmarks that so many teams are struggling with. So that's like freaking awesome. Okay. But what our team also has to do is we got to change lives, like no matter what. We got to have our coaches hitting Success Club and changing lives, and all hands on deck, drinking our Shakeology, staying on our fitness programs, just like showing up and paying it forward and being present. Our team has to do that. I have a lot of things that I have to do with my personal business on my end. And I'm willing to do that because our team doesn't know what it's like to not be elite. For the most part, and I don't want to disappoint, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do whatever it takes and fight for the team. And I'm also, wanting everyone here to do what they can do as well. And that just means changing 3 lives a month. It means adding people to your team. It means drinking your Shakeology every day and staying on your fitness program and being engaged in a challenge group and just doing what you need to do for your own personal journey. That helps our team hit elite. 12-star diamond, my peeps know who they are. Okay. But other than that, like looking at it and breaking it down, I have a goal that I want to help 5 to 10. I know that's a big range. This month it's 10 because there's this incentive for elite points. Okay. So I want to help 5 to 10 new women start their journey each month. Okay. When I started as a new coach, it was 3 women. I want to help 3 new women each month. Now I'm saying 5 to 10. I want to help 3 to 5 new coaches start their coaching journey each month. I want to introduce 20 new friends to Clean Week in the next 3 months. I want to help 15 of my personally sponsored coaches advance their business in rank to Emerald, to Diamond, and to Star Diamond. Whoa, that's huge. But you guys, I sat down and looked at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's possible. It's a push. It's a goal. It's something that's going to stretch us, but it's totally possible. And I want to help our Fit Fighter Nation rising stars. Those are our diamonds and star diamonds in our downline. I want to help them grow in leadership and team development and help them attend the New Leader Conference in 2018. And so you can see here that my goals range from, for me, at this place in my business and my coaching journey, from I've got some goals on my personal business. I have 3 goals in my personal business: helping new people start their fitness journey, helping coaches start their coaching journey, helping people introduce people to what we do with Clean Week. But I also have goals relating to our team as well, and the success of the coaches within our team. And so when I look at those, I see, wow, like I still have to spend a lot of my time building my own personal business. I'm not at a place in my business, and I will never be that way, where I'm just smooth sailing and just not paying it forward and not sharing, what we do with other people. I will never stop doing that. There are always more lives to change. There's always more people to impact. I mean, bringing health into the home is a brand new vision that's just, man, it's driving me. It's pushing me right now. And so, but my challenge to you is that you do the same. Okay. And maybe and I do think you should set a rank-based goal for yourself of where you will end the year. I do think that, because that is about your team. Okay. When I set a rank-based goal, it's not about me, but it's about my team, because if our team achieves 12-star diamond, then that means there are coaches on our team that are succeeding in their business, and I have helped them do that. And so that means something to me. But I do think you should set a rank-based goal for yourself. I do think you should set a monthly goal on how many lives you will change each month, whether that's through helping someone start their journey, whether it's introducing someone to Beachbody On Demand, whether it's Shakeology. I do think you should set a goal for yourself on how many people you're going to share Clean Week with and you're going to take through Clean Week, because that is a huge instrumental program that we now have in our library to help people. I don't necessarily think you have to pressure yourself to run a free group and create all this crazy cool content. I don't think you have to any longer, unless you're doing something that's really like a niche, and I think of Beth and Stephanie running their happiness projects, or, Eric and I have done morning makeovers, something like that. Like those are very niche oriented that helps us speak to our direct audience, and build our audience and build our community and our credibility within our community a little bit more. But I do think that you should have how many lives you're going to impact each month, maybe how many coaches you're going to bring to your team each month, and how many people you're going to impact with Clean Week and a rank-based goal. I think that is something that will motivate you and inspire you and get up and say, you know what, I said I have this goal of 20. So, I got to help at least, 5 to 10 women this month get started with Clean Week. I can do that. And it's going to give you that little push to send those invites, to make those connects, to send messages to people to follow up, because you have that goal that you set for yourself. Now, when you do this though, you have to share your goal. Do you know how scary this is? Like, I know, like, I'm speaking confidently to you right now, and I made this and it was all just me in my own little world here in my office, but I'm sharing this with you publicly. Do you know what that means? It means I have to make it happen now, right? It's like, okay, well, I told the team, I shared this out loud, I shared this with them. So now I have to do it. So what you got to do though, you guys, so your challenge is to make your 3-month plan, your business plan. But then next step is to make your 3-month goals, set your 3-month goals. And you need to write them down. You don't have to make them on a pretty graphic, but what you got to do is you got to share them. And the best person to share those with, a couple people. Number 1 would be with your coach. Okay. And number 2, your coach. Like, if I'm your coach, I want to see your goals. Like, seriously, I don't care what level of coach you are. Like, if whatever, I need to see your goals, because I don't know how to help you if I don't know what your goals are. And your coach feels the same way. Okay. But then lastly, I really do think that you need to sit down and share these goals with the people in your life who support you, and the people in your life who will help you make this happen by helping you make sacrifices, perhaps watching less TV. I know the very first thing that I stopped doing was watching Hoarders with David when I started setting business goals for myself. And I think it would have been so much more helpful if I'd been like, babe, this is why I'm not watching Hoarders with you. This is what I want to do. Like, that would have solved so many problems in the beginning. Like, cause he was like, where's Erin? Where is she? Why are you on the computer? Right. And so I think you've got to share these with your support system. So they can see what your goals are, because I really do think they want to know and they want to help you do that. I know if I sat down and shared this with David, share this with my mom, I think if I even shared this with my children, they'd be like, wow, okay, mommy, that's cool. Because last month I told Avery, I think it was last month, I said, Avery, I need to help 10 women start their journey. That's mommy's goal. And then at the end of the month, she goes, mommy, did you hit your goal? And I said, I did, babe. And she was like, oh my gosh, yay. I mean, like, I was like, wow, that mattered to her. And so I think it's really powerful when we do this, but then we share them. You've got to share them, because that does create another level of accountability. But I also think that you'll get a lot more support than you ever imagined. Okay. So we have our plan, we have our goals. But then my question to you is, you got to know this, like, all of that, like, to me, like, why is it worth fighting for? Why is 4-time elite worth fighting for? 12-star, like, why is it worth fighting for? To help 5 to 10 new women start their journey this month, to help 3 to 5 women start their coaching business, to help 20 people get started with Clean Week, to help my coaches reach their goals, to help our coaches, our leaders hit their goals. Why is that worth fighting for? I have to know that, or it's way too easy to brush under the rug. It's just like you guys on your fitness journey, why are you worth fighting for? Why are those 5 to 10 pounds worth fighting for? Why is feeling like you're in the best shape of your life worth fighting for? Why is me waking up on November 16th as a 39-year-old healthiest woman of my life? Why is that worth fighting for? We need to know that. And so when we set goals, we have to attach a reason why they're worth fighting for. And I all the time think about the families' lives that I'm going to impact. I think about our family too, and how our success in this business and our team is a direct result of the number of lives we change, So a lot of times I see if I help these 5 to 10 women, how's it going to benefit them? But also, how is that going to impact our family? If I help 3 to 5 women advance their business and rank or start their coaching business or whatever it is, how does that help them? And I have to know that. Why is that worth fighting for them? Why is it worth fighting for Beth to reach this goal that she has for herself by the end of the year? How will that affect her business, her family, her coaches, her team? How does that impact our family, as well? I've got to know those things. And so you really do have to take a step back and ask yourself why it's worth fighting for, why it's worth not giving up on is maybe a better question. Why is this worth not giving up on? Because, I will tell you what, the truth is that you will face obstacles. The truth is you will face doubt and you will face fear. And there will be days where you want to freaking throw up your hands and you're like, why am I doing this? Like, wasn't life so much easier when I was just sitting on the couch watching Hoarders with David? Like, wasn't it so much easier? Yeah, but was I happier? Was I more fulfilled? Did I have more time with my family? I put in a lot of time in a matter of 2 years so that I could have more time now, and so those things I knew then. I knew every minute, every invitation, every team call, every life training that I attended and that I was taking time away from watching Hoarders or whatever, I knew that in the end, that would give me what I was wanting, which was more time with my family. And so that's the thing of it, you guys. And I also kind of forget that how much people need us. I went out to breakfast with a friend of mine who's not a coach and is not on this journey. And she's a stay-at-home mom. And I just saw her just not being fulfilled in her life. And what she was sharing with me, it was very clear that she was missing something huge in her life. But the thing of it was is she had no idea what that was. She couldn't put her finger on it. But she was unhappy, lacks a lot of confidence, self-esteem. She doesn't have a purpose every day when she gets up. And she knows that something's missing and she knows something's off in her life, but she doesn't know what it is. And then I look at all of you guys and I'm like, we found that gap and that missing link. And we found what that missing purpose was, through coaching and through being on our fitness journey and our health journey and our wellness journey. And sometimes we have to remember where we were on day one. And we have to remember what we felt like before someone reached out to us and said yes, to remember why sending those invites and why overcoming these obstacles and the fears and the doubts and the challenges is worth it. Because there's so many people in this world that have no positivity or no hope in their lives. And we're that shining light for that. And so a lot of days that keeps me going too. And I go back to that lunch or that breakfast and I'm like, this is worth fighting for, because there's so many people that need purpose, need passion, need something worth fighting for in their life. So I could go on and on, but we got to know that why. So then that gets me to, this is the last main point that I want to talk about tonight. And this is something that, Erica brought up in our Rising Stars call yesterday. And this is something that I spoke to you guys about in my live video that I did, I think on Friday. But I really do think that we have all these vital behaviors, invite, and personal development, and be a product of the product, and recognition. We have these 4 vital behaviors. And I really do feel that right now, if I could go back and I could retrain everyone on this team, or I could be that little voice in the back of your ear, and I could go back 5 years of time, or Erica and I can go and insert one new training into our new Coach Academy. I think it would be this, that the most critical activity that we can take part of every day. Yes, we need to invite people to the coaching opportunity. Yes, we need to invite people to join us. Yes, we need to do personal growth and development. We got to be a product of the product. But I really don't think that we should go to sleep any night until we have added to our network, we've grown our network, we've expanded our network, and we've connected to our network. These are all very similar, like pretty much the same thing. Add, grow, and expand your network and connect it to it. What I mean by that is that here I am, Erin Young, from small town Corydon, Indiana, and graduate with 132 people in my class. And I don't feel like, every day that I wake up, I still have someone to talk to. Okay. Every day that I wake up, I have someone to share this business with, or my challenge group invitation with, or a clean week invitation with. I have somebody to talk to every day. And so does Casey Withers from Leavenworth, Indiana. It's the smallest little pinpoint on a map. Okay. So does Megan, so does Erica. Laura, all of you guys that are, Lindsay, hitting Success Club, 5 or 10 plus, Natalie, every single month they are. What are they doing that maybe someone else isn't doing, that's struggling to hit Success Club or struggling to reach those 3 people every month? They're always growing their network every day. They're meeting new people. They're talking to new people. And they're not just doing that, but then they're connecting with them on a deeper level. Okay? So it's critical. I really do think if, you've checked in with your challenge groups, you've done your workout, you've had your Shakeology, it's one of those crazy days and you're like, I just don't know if I can do anything else today. I'll do it tomorrow. I really don't think you should go to bed that night until you've done this. This is my personal opinion, because the thing of it is our list in this business is everything. And if our list is not growing every single day, you will hit a point in your business where boom. And those goals that you set for yourself for October, November, and December, that plan that you have, it's not going to work out so well, or you're going to be beating your head against the wall, because what you were doing is you weren't adding and growing and expanding your network, and you weren't connecting with them. And on the surface level, what I mean by that is that you are sending friend requests. Okay. You're meeting new people. You're opening up who's seen your news feed on social media. You're following new people on Instagram. Okay. People that are like you, that are hashtagging the same kinds of things that you are, that are moms like you are, or dads like you are. Okay. But not only that, so you're doing that on social media, but oh my gosh. Okay. My business started in person with people. Okay. This is something that I have gone back to my new coaches. My new coaches, we've got a little strand like Erin's PS Rockstars. Okay. The PS Rockstars, I said, you guys, I think you need to lead a fit club, because I go back to the start of my business. And then I hear Julie Boris talk about the start of her business. I hear Danielle Nantoni talk about the start of her business. Stephanie Richardson talk about the start of her business. Janie Thompson, Jenny Swisher, all the people that I know that are successful in this business, who maybe have really rocking social media platforms right now. And we're all like, man, we got to do that. We got to do these. We got to do all this stuff on social media. It's got to be perfect. We got to have the perfect post and know exactly what to say. But that's not where they started. You guys, that's not where they started at all. That's not where I started. And I don't really feel like I have a rockin' social media feed still to this day, but I can still hit SE 10 plus every single month. Okay. And I have to work hard for it. Okay. But the thing of it is that what is happening for me though, and what I was doing is that I was talking to people and inviting people in person. Okay. Is that I hosted a fit club in my school because I was a teacher. I know people that host fit clubs in their living rooms, in their basements, in their churches. I was hosting shake and shares. I was bringing Shakeology to school and blending up Shakeology. Okay, and be like, here you guys, try this. This is what I love. And I was writing on my board, okay, my dry erase board as a teacher, next challenge group starts, when the teachers would come in after school and work out with me. I'm not even freaking kidding you. Because the thing of it was I was walking tall, and I knew that if anyone said yes to me, that their life would be forever changed. I was telling everyone I knew about it in person. Okay. And I was inviting people in person to try Shakeology, and I was making it for them and taking it over to their house. And I was like, if they were at my house, I was blending it up and letting them try it. If we were having a party with friends, okay. And I was inviting people to go to the Y to work out with me. I was saying, hey, the Y is doing this Santa Slam thing or this blah, blah, blah. Let's go work out together. And it wasn't maybe a Beachbody program, but it didn't matter, because what mattered is that I could inspire people to be healthy, and I could inspire people to take action. And so the thing of it is when I take a step back and look, okay, my business getting started, the foundation of this team, okay, and the diamond that we achieved in the first, I don't know, like 3-4 months of my business, of this team getting started, was because I saw people in person and talked to people in person. Because I really do feel, and I've read this in a few different books, that we know all the people that we need to know right now in our lives to build this business to a crazy level of success. Okay, we know everyone we need to know, no matter where you're from. But the thing of it is that people that we know need to know what we do and how we help people, because then the ripple effect starts. Because me meeting Erica and Megan seeing me at the family Thanksgiving gathering and like, girl, what are you doing? And just me connecting with all of David's network, and me being able to connect with the network, that I made at IU, and then I made in Corridon, and then I made here in Noblesville, and the YMCA. Like, all of those people need to know what I do. And they need to know what I do in person. And they need to know what I do on social media. And they need to know what I do when we get together at a party or whatever that is, because all of those things matter, because over time, that's where your strong foundation comes from. And it may not be from your mom or your dad or your best friend. My best friends are now in this business, but my best friends when I started this business still aren't on board with what we do in health and fitness. It took my mom a year. It took David a year. It took my dad like 3 years. And so over time, I still have cousins, and Megan will tell you this too. We still have family members that are like, you guys are crazy. Seriously, we still go to family events and like, no one is like, how's business? How's it going, Erin? But they'll ask David all day long about teaching in the school year, right? Like, it's not like that our closest family and friends were those people that said yes to us, but it's the people around us. It was Erica, who was 2 classrooms down. It's Megan, who's officially my step cousin, that we only saw each other a couple times a year, and it's those people that are still watching and need you to be that inspiration around you. So when I say that our most critical activity is adding and growing, expanding, connecting to your network every day, that can be virtually. And that is what makes our business so cool, and why we can work it from anytime, anywhere. And it's what makes it so cool that you can connect with your high school friends, your college friends that you no longer live in the same town, in the same space. But if you look around you, you have all kinds of people around you that are waiting for you to say, hey, come work out with me. Let's push play together. Don't worry, I won't do max 30 today. Let's do turbo fire. Let's do turbo jam. Let's do UV2. Let's do country heat. Let's have some fun. It's somebody saying, well, let me just, you want to try my shake? Let me just make you one. I'll make you one. No big deal. Because they are wondering what it is that you're drinking. So you guys, we will reach our goals. And this plan that we have, we're going to fill those challenge groups. We're going to help 3 people a month. We're going to help people start Clean Week. But I tell you what, we can only do that if our list continues to grow, and and we're not still inviting the same people today that we were inviting a year ago or 2 years ago or 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Okay. But they're new people that we're constantly getting to know, that we're connecting with, that we're saying, hey, what do you do for a living? And your family's so cute. Or, oh my gosh, you work out too. What are you doing for your workouts? Are you getting results? I love learning what people are doing, and then somebody's like, well, I'm trying. I'm not really getting results. That's what I hear from people. Well, I'm going to the Y a couple of days a week, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm getting results. Boom, there's your invitation to say, gosh, I understand that's how I felt too, doing the elliptical and the Stairmaster and a couple of like 15-minute ab workout, like over on the mats, but when I started doing what I'm doing now, that's when the results started happening. You want to hear more about what I'm doing, but we can only have those conversations and open ourselves up for really natural invitation if we continue adding and growing and expanding our network. But my challenge to you here is that are you willing to give yourself that goal to where you go to bed every night and you say, I did add people to my network today. And it doesn't have to be a crazy number like 10 or 20 people, but I added some people to my network today. I met some new friends today. I had a few new conversations today, getting to know new people, make new friends. But then the other challenge on that, top of that is, could I do something in my own community, in my own neighborhood, in my own workplace, my own church, with my own group of friends, my own girlfriends, to share with them what it is that I'm doing? Because I do want to impact them, but how can I do that without sending them one of my messages on Facebook, but actually show them? Because I do think that the women that were part of my fit clubs, that were part of my shake and shares, that tried Shakeology at my house, are the ones that are still here, and some of you guys are on this call right now. So I do think there's a lot of truth and validity to that. And I also think that when we share what we're doing with the people that we trust the most, it's a lot easier, and we can be ourselves and we can be vulnerable and saying, you know what, I'm kind of nervous sharing this with you, but I can't not share it with you because it's changing my life. And I've seen it change so many other people's lives. So I just need you to try this, and tell me what you think. That's all you're asking them to do. And I don't know, it's kind of cool to see what would happen. But I mean, seriously, I still have best friends that don't do this, and that's okay. It's whatever. It is what it is, So you guys, I wanted to share that with you guys tonight because that was on my heart, and I felt like it was a good place to take everything tonight. And I hope it was helpful to you. And but I have that challenge for you to make your 3-month plan, to set your goals, and also to say, am I adding to my network every day? Am I growing it? Am I expanding upon that? And because I do think that if you do that, you'll take yourself in some really amazing places. Okay. So I'm gonna stop the recording so that we can, whatever. And if you want to stay on, you want to have any comments, questions, anything like that, let me know. But I'm really appreciative of you guys being on here tonight. I hope this spoke to you. I hope this was helpful to you. I hope it gave you something to think about, and also gives you confidence in what you're doing and what you can do and the direction you can take it. Okay, so you guys, thanks so much. You guys are awesome.